Also, die Beweislage sieht echt schlecht aus für die Frau. Bei dem haben die auch getrennte Schlafzimmer, ne?
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Okay, das können wir nicht weiter untersuchen. Ist hier noch was? Ja, dann würde ich ja mal sagen, wir stellen die mal zur Rede, ne?
I'm all right now, detectives.
So, Schlachthausquittung. Ja, sprechen wir sie erstmal darauf an, ne?
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
KTI Radio reminds you, make sure to sign up for your Social Security number. Applications available at your local post office. This is KTI.
Ist schwierig. Ich glaube, man muss ja jetzt auch so sehen, wenn sie es jetzt wirklich nicht war, dann trauert sie natürlich gerade ein bisschen, ne? Und ich weiß nicht. Ja klar, was soll sie denn auch mit den Schweinen zu tun haben? Also, denke
What makes
ich.
you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
So. Streichholzbrief. Aus Gavonage. Boah. Aufenthaltsort von Adrian Black. Alibi. Ich würde sagen, fragen
Did
einfach
your
mal.
husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was gonna meet Frank for a drink.
Okay, ja, klar. Sollte eigentlich aufpassen.
Nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Okay. Dann würde ich fragen, wenn er oft da einen trinken geht mit einem Kumpel oder so.
Your husband
Was-
frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
Es ist immer noch der gleiche Gesichtsausdruck, also denke ich, dass es
So
auch wahr
Adrian
ist.
spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Fragen die doch einfach mal, wo sie jetzt war.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Ja, ist auch immer noch der gleiche Gesichtsausdruck.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
So, das
Was
Brillenetui.
your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Okay, ja. Warum sollte es jetzt auch lügen?
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They look terrible.
Aber ich frage mich, warum man nicht nachfragen kann, zwecks diesen Wasserboiler, warum, was sie dazu sagt, dass da halt ein Rohr fehlt, ne? So, Foto unterschrieben mit Nicole. Ja, man soll noch mal fragen, ob sie da Bescheid weiß.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Weiß nicht, sie guckt immer noch gleich, aber sie sagte ja, sagen Sie uns etwas über das Foto von seiner letzten Geschäftsreise sei. Soll die Alten doch wegfärben? Ja, du versuchst sie. Aha. Wir haben ja einen Beweis. Da einfach Lüge.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive.
Ups.
But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Mal gucken. Wenn wir die jetzt drauf ansprechen, dass er halt... Ich bin mir sicher, dass sie darüber Bescheid weiß.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame.
Guck an.
He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Yeah.
Please do, Detective.
Okay. Wir ermitteln gut. Aber wie gesagt, ich sagte ja am Anfang schon des Let's Plays, die sind noch einfach, aber irgendwann haben die solche Gesichtszüge, da kann man echt nicht mehr unterscheiden. Lügt er jetzt, lügt er nicht? Das ist, boah, das ist dann extrem schwer. Aber okay. So, wo müssen wir jetzt eigentlich hin? Aber ich glaube, sie hat trotzdem Dreck am Stecken. Also, für mich hat sie das einzige Motiv momentan. So, guck mal eben mal. Da unten ist das. Also die Straße komplett runter hier.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
Officers have Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Code 3. Okay, also gibt es hier noch so Wahrzeichen, die man einsammeln kann. So, hier scheint die Bar zu sein. Gucken wir doch mal.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
She wants a 5-star, goddamn. That cherry pie was delish.
You looking for someone?
What do you think?
Ask the barkeep. He'll know all the regulars.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
Okay. Frank Morgan. Also das ist ja auch der Kumpel, der irgendwas mit den Schweinen zu tun hätte. Was zumindest eine Ehefrau sagte. Fragen wir ihn doch.
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Verbindung zum verlassenen Fahrzeug. Freund und Arbeitskollege des vermissten Adrian Black. Frank Morgan. Verbindung zum verlassenen Fahrzeug.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Also, noch auffälliger geht's nicht.
Really, nigga?
Also der hat auf jeden Fall gelogen. Vor allem, wo man ihn drauf angesprochen hat, hat er direkt gestottert. So, nein, oh, alles okay. Ne? Und jetzt so, also der lügt auf jeden Fall.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Was haben wir denn? Das ist ja eigentlich das mit den Schweinen eigentlich, oder? Unterzeichnet von ja, F. Morgan. Das ist der, ja. Gut, die Rechnung hätte er ja auch schon seit längeren im Kofferraum liegen lassen haben. Aber ich dachte, das ist der Beweis.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Okay.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Glaub ihn nicht, der weiß irgendwas. Der weiß irgendwas.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps.
Typ,
No way I'm writing this idiot up.
When the hell is the food gonna arrive already?
So. Okay. Jetzt sollen wir, glaube ich, von den Typen das Apartment durchsuchen. Wo ist eigentlich unser Auto? Ist das unser Auto? Ich glaube schon, oder?
I've met some pretty good liars in my time. People who sound convincing.
Guck mal da eben. Das ist hier komplett durch. Runter und dann wieder rechts. Links und rechts.
Because they actually believe their own bullshit. Type is clever. Hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL.
Ah,
Reel
okay.
this guy in, Phelps.
Habt ihr das gelesen? Also, ich mach mal hier. Es war also kein menschliches Blut. Es war Schweineblut. Schweineblut. Schweineblut, nicht menschliches. Okay. Dann hat einer da auf jeden Fall ein Schwein abgeschlachtet und das
Check the place out.
ordentlich. So, mal gucken. Apartment 2.
Apartment 2.
Okay. Eins und 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
Okay. Da haut er einfach ab.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Also hat er, also weiß ich jetzt schon, dann hat er das alles nur inszeniert,
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
weil er halt nicht den Arsch in der Hose hat, sich von seiner Frau zu trennen. Und lässt es so aussehen,
It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
dass er halt
Why not just
gestorben
come
ist.
clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Aber das ist das, ne? Wer hätte das gedacht, dass er das nur gespielt hat, ne? Also man hätte jetzt wirklich davon ausgehen können, dass es halt wirklich Mord war, ne? Und selbst ich habe ja gedacht, boah, das kann ja nur die Ehefrau gewesen sein. Ja, aber wie man sieht, ne? Notizen. Adrian Black kann sich auf seinen Tag vor Gericht freuen und auf eine Abreibung von der Presse. Wie gesagt, er hat das alles nur inszeniert, voll abgeschlossen, 5 Sterne, alles ehrenhaft. Aber gut hingekriegt. Ab zum nächsten, würde ich sagen. Also zum nächsten Fall.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is when Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good. Get going. Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down in 1 round.
Gucken wir doch mal.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car rack.
An abandoned vehicle.
That's all the good ones.
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking. Very funny.
Come on, my protege. Let's go save the world.
So. Wo haben wir das denn? Wo sind wir denn? Ah, das ist ja direkt hier um die Ecke.
You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
Jacobs Hinterhof.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle?
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Okay. Gucken wir uns das mal an. Beweisstück A. Kalifornisches Fahrzeug, Regierungsbehörde, Zertifikat, bla bla bla, beschrieben, Eingang, Verkehrsordnung. Kennzeichen PR. Ah.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Consulate General of Argentina. Okay. Hier, Beweisstück B. Fehlende Nummerschilder. Okay. Hier haben wir C. Na? Zoomst du das mal an? Ah.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Okay. Haben wir noch was?
No good to me.
Ja. Müll. Hier haben wir einen Baseball.
Circumstantial.
Nichts Besonderes. Okay. Kofferraum aufmachen.
Empty.
Leer. Okay. Was haben wir hier? Nope. Nope. Kann man hier was machen?
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thanks, ma'am.
Okay. Wissen wir schon mal, wo der Schraubenschlüssel hingehört, sozusagen. So, dann haben wir jetzt hier noch den Zeugen. Fragen wir den doch mal.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Klar.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
Verdächtige Latinos. Was hat er da zu berichten?
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Irgendwas verheimlicht er. Beziehungsweise war der bestimmt doch am Fahrzeug. Der ist da sowieso übelst neugierig. Aber wir gucken einfach mal schnell ins Notizbuch. Ob wir irgendwie vielleicht... Alter Ford... Gemeldet, das alter Ford... Dieses wird halt abgefahren. Stunde Packard. Führerschein. Ja, der verheimlicht auf jeden Fall was.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Mögliches Fahrzeug des Verdächtigen.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
Ah, das sollte doch die Wahrheit sein.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Ja, sehr schön.